Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and the info for, I guess, October, and Coro has dropped. So, gonna get into it with that. But before that, I just want to say, anybody who orders through Mall of Toys, if you haven't already, feel free to use my discount code Kimbo, K1MBO. If that doesn't work, K1MB0, but it should give you a nice discount on your first order. Gotta bring the hype because Season 2 is on the horizon and things are getting really, really good with Beyblade X. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, and also before this starts, I got a special little promo right here. But yeah, definitely check it out and support. And that being said, let's get into it. So we got a little unboxing here, and it's of this package. So I'll open it up, and you can see it says Jow. So this is actually a brand for pillow. They were nice and amazing and willing to send this out. So yeah, it is the pillow by Jow. Let all people in the world sleep better. So it's basically a pillow designed with memory foam, and it's got like a different shape contour with it. So it's honestly good for, like head and neck support. Apparently, from what they said and such, and even like the images of it. Yeah. So it obviously compressed and such with the shipping, but here is the pillow itself, and you can tell right there it's got the contour line for like where your neck and head are supposed to go. So hopefully it'll have some really, really good support with it. Yeah, and this thing being made out of big time memory foam, as you can see right there. Yeah, this thing feels comfortable, but yeah, so I'm guessing probably that way for like the neck, the neck support, and then the head, but probably either way, but especially this one. But big time thank you to Jow for sending this over. This is a really, really awesome looking pillow. I'm definitely going to try it out. My girlfriend and I are like side sleepers and such, and this will especially like help her out in supporting her neck and such. So this is really, really awesome. The material, it feels really cool too. So like cool to the touch, even like, sleeping on it at night for a long period of time, it'll still like remain cool because of the technology of, like the casing that they put on this. So in general, just so cool. And I think that's like a ear spot too. But yeah. But again, thank you so much to Jow for sending over this, this memory foam pillow. This thing looks really, really sick, and just the interesting shape of it hopefully will really help out with like neck and head support. But yeah, guys, with that, let's get back to it. Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Kimbo here, and it's time for an epic discussion video. I figure I'd put this out later on because everybody obviously dropping the news and such on it. I'm just that guy that'll be patient and just sit back and wait because it's about just giving my thoughts. Whoever can get the revenue and such, I just want to get my thoughts on what's going down. So Coro has dropped for September, that being like the October releases and such, and even a hint that like I guess November release. But yeah, so there are a few things. This is going to be dope. So first of all, I guess we will get into the stadium set. So a stadium set has been announced. It's basically the double Xtreme base stadium. That's what it's called. And I love how they paid homage with this. So people have some mixed thoughts on it. The stadium set being dope. The controversial thing being the bay, from what I've seen anyways. Checked out Zanky's video. Checked out Illinois' video, and a lot of people's videos just giving thoughts on it and such. So this stadium set, basically it's a motorized stadium. It has the center point that, is motorized, so battery operated. And it's really dope because we've seen this throughout Beyblade history, especially like Metal Fight with like the Tornado Stadium, and also the Xtreme Base Stadium with Rock Orso, which is what I think this is paying like a direct homage to a little bit, because like how this thing is shaped and such, the center point is what's free spinning or like motorized and such with it, and yeah, and the bay that's included with it. So they're including what was a Hasbro exclusive bay, so Savage Bear, except it's called Bearscratch now. I think it has a combo like, what is it, like 460F, something like that. And some people aren't happy about this, but you got to think from the perspective of a fan in Japan, a lot of the Hasbro exclusive bays, it's tougher for them to get, just like it's how it's tougher for us to get some of the exclusive bays that they have over there. For example, that black Cobalt Dragoon. Yes, I know it exists, and that thing's freaking expensive, or some exclusive bays like that. So you got to think from this perspective. It might not be the craziest bay or anything, but it's an opportunity for fans over in the East and such to be able to get like some of these bays, you know, like Hasbro exclusives and such. Because just think about it, people scalp them and such, like Savage Bay or some of the exclusives and stuff. You look online, the prices for some of them are ridiculous. People are like trying to scalp for them. I'm being real. You don't find them in stores. So them being able to get like Savage Bear in this case, or Bearscratch, I think is really cool. Is it a missed slot and such? For some people, maybe, if we're a fan on the, you know, in the West and such, because we've seen like Savage Bear, Bearscratch, which I'm personally still looking for. I still am looking for a bunch of Wave 2 stuff. The only Wave 2 stuff that I've got are, what the hell is that? Making words. I got the Yell Kong 2-pack, as well as the Bite Croc 2-pack. You can go and check out the unboxings. Did those recently. But, yeah, so I think it's a cool opportunity for them to get these bays. Would have been cool to see something like a bay that we haven't seen that much of, like, for example, a Cobalt Drake, like a recolor of that, or even a non-painted version. Yeah, that would have been dope. But who knows? We'll probably get that with like a set or such going forward, you know, in the future. But I think this is a good opportunity for them to get like some of these exclusive bays, because you got to think, like, you know, it's like I said, some of these bays over here being difficult to get, just like how some of the bays over there are difficult for us to get, you know. So them getting like Savage Bear or such, or Bearscratch in this case, I think is really cool. And plus using it for an attack combo, because I see it, like the shape of it and such, being more effective for attack. It's based off Rhino Horn, of course, but, you know, more of like an attacking Rhino Horn and having an attack combo with it. I think that's where it's going to work in its favor and such, having the 4 blades and them having uppercut points with them, using it for attack. I think that'll be dope. But, yeah, so that's my personal thought on it. I'm really excited for this set. And the cool thing with it is, like, it has 2 ridges. So it's got the Xtreme ridge on the outside, like a normal stadium, except the center point has one as well. It's motorized, so I'm guessing there's going to be some way for it to, like, retract and not, you know, be there. And then at some points it will be. And the center point with it, this is going to be like the Tornado Stadium, dude, under Metal Fight Beyblade. If you know, you know. Except it's not going to, like, go around like this. It's going to still, like, the bays will be trapped in there, and that gear ridge being pretty tall. The bays, if you launch hard and that point's there, they're going to speed the hell up like crazy. And then they exit that point, they'll be like going around, and then they'll go to the outer ridge and get big time hits. So attack types are going to be like boom, and then go to the outside ridge and get major attacks. And it's kind of imitating what the Tornado-based stadium does, except without circling around like that. It's like they do that in the center, then circle around, they get a major wind-up. This is going to be huge for attack types, you know what I mean? And this is going to be, yeah, a really good stadium for attack types, but also defense and stamina types. If they get stuck in that middle ridge, they might circle around too, but they could use that for like defense or stamina. The stamina will wear down, but they could possibly use it for the defense even, like, you know, using the gear ridge to hang on and stay in the center of the stadium so they don't get sent out as easy. So this is going to be a really, really fun stadium for sure. I'm really, really excited about this set. It's going to be really, really dope. And, yeah, like I said, I gave my thoughts on like them, including Bearscratch with it. We'll definitely see more bays and such with random boosters and stuff. My key thing is just seeing bays that we haven't seen a whole ton of. Them putting them in random boosters, which they've been really good about it thus far, even with the random booster selects, because they usually just put in like the same layer except recolors and such. But, yeah, I'm personally excited for this set. I think it's dope. And I think it's dope that they put Bearscratch in it, so people in Japan are able to get like some of the Hasbro exclusive bays. Not all of them, of course, because like TT having their own exclusives, Hasbro's having their own exclusives. It shows, but like a little bit of the crossovers. But yeah, it's interesting that they chose this one, because obviously there's like Night Shinobi that's coming out with the game that drops in November. So we got literally 2 months until the Beyblade X Zone game comes out. You know, that's on the horizon too. But that they chose like similar mold, you know, because obviously Night Shinobi and Bearscratch both being based off of Rhino Horn's design. Yeah, it's understandable, especially with the set being a bit more on the pricey side, but it is a way for people to get this Hasbro exclusive bay, which now is an exclusive, of course. But, yeah, I think, like, obviously them making a Cobalt Drake, they should in the future, whether it's like a recolor or a non-painted one. But I think that should be saved for like a booster, like a random booster, or like a set of bays, like with like the set of 3 bays. something like that. But yeah, I don't think quite yet should make Cobalt Drake, you know. It's still being like one of the rare bays, even though there is Aero Pegasus, giving it a bit more time for people to try to get it, because it's probably going to be the end of the year where they're going to stop making it where you can get Cobalt Drake with the rare bay game, and switch it to just Aero Pegasus and probably some new bays and stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah. So those are basically my thoughts on like the stadium set. I'm really hyped for it. But the next thing is Silverwolf. It's a wolf Beyblade, man. If Tajan was in the Beyblade X, dude, you know he'd love this because he always loved wolf Beyblades. But we got a wolf Beyblade here, and this thing pays homage to Wolborg because like it got free spinning elements with it, and also like the wolf motif with it, like Wolborg, and having 3 blades, except the blades honestly are pretty round. Like this thing's pretty round, and it reminds me a little bit of like Byakko, the way that it's shaped with the 3 blades and the roundness. Like Berserker Byakko reminds me a little bit of that too, which is wild. But yeah, definitely see the homage to Wolborg, especially with the free spinning part with it. So Silverwolf, it looks like this is where they're gonna start putting in gimmicks with the Beyblade X blades a little bit, not like crazy. So it looks like it's all one piece except the bottom part of it, this being the blade. You know, Silverwolf, it looks like it's free spinning, like kind of like S-Gear free spinning type thing with it, where the plastic's gonna be free spinning on the bottom. Hopefully, well, I'm sure TT's probably got a thing figured out for it, so there's no breakage or anything. But free spinning parts, you know, there's always that risk of breaking. But that'll make it where it's super defensive, because you'll be able to absorb some of those attacks with the free spinning part on the bottom, and it'll protect the ratchet as well. So it might not be able to burst this thing as easily, you know. It is a stamina type, and stamina types tend to burst a bit more if you hit them the right way. But this will protect it a bit with like that free spinning part, and that'll absorb some of the shock and such from the hits. But yeah, kind of reminds me of S-Gear, or like, if you will, anybody remember Christ Cygnus from Metal Fight Beyblade? Except not completely free spinning on the outside, just like the bottom part being like how Christ Cygnus was, like being free spinning, that aspect. But it comes with 380, which I know some people will be like, we've seen this ratchet before. I don't mind seeing it. Slowly putting out new ratchets and everything, you know, so it's not like a whole bunch of new parts and everything. They're gradually going into the season, like season 2, which is nice. It's not completely like, oh, hey, brand new crazy stuff. Like, still keeping the balance with things, you know what I mean? It's introducing new parts, but like not an insane number of ratchets. Of course, some ratchets we haven't seen a ton of, like 7 or 1. Well, we've seen 1/6. We haven't seen 170, so I can imagine 170 being 1, or, you know, like the same thing with 7. We haven't seen, what, 8? I don't think we've seen an 8 ratchet yet. Or a 6 ratchet. I think we got everything besides that, because we got 7 recently with Leon Crest. 9, yeah, with Phoenix. Yeah, so 6 and 8 would be the main ones. But, like, even, like, with those ratchets, we haven't seen, like, certain heights for them. Like, we haven't seen, what, 770 or 780 or anything like that. We've seen 760. You know, you can tell they're going to put in different ratchets and stuff, even with the numbers. Got to get all the different heights with them before we go on to new ratchets, which I do like that they're doing this balance, like I said. But Silverwolf having 380, and also it has FB. Not flat ball, but it's called free ball. So it's a free spinning ball tip. So they made it where there's not only like disc ball or regular ball, there is now free ball. Free is free balling. But it's literally free spinning with it at the bottom, which it's like a free spin aspect that's not crazy OP or such. It's going to be pretty good with its stamina, and maybe have some LAD as well, because it is free spinning. It is a ball bit, and ball in general having some pretty good stamina with it, and now having the free spinning aspect with it. Yeah, the main thing is like not making any parts that are crazy OP or anything, and it's them being careful. They're being careful with it to not make any parts that are like crazy OP or overused, because free ball, I see, could be used big time, because it being free spinning, a ball bit that can roll, also being free spinning, you know, you see where I'm going with it. But yeah, nothing too crazy OP, honestly, with Beyblade X so far. Like, I love the balance that they're keeping with things, for sure. And Silverwolf seems like it's going to be really good with its stamina, but not, like, insane, you know what I mean? Like, OP or broken. It is really round and such with it. But, yeah, we got to see how much it weighs. That'll be, obviously, an aspect of it, because if it's high 30s, it'll be like, damn. Which I can imagine it being, like, maybe mid-30s. weight-wise. But regardless, this thing looks sick. It's a Wolf Beyblade. Paying homage to Wolborg, stamina and free spin, and it's so sick, man. But yeah. And now for the last thing. I think this is a teaser for maybe November. I don't know if it's coming out next month, but they did show it off. Maybe it might come out like in October, not sure, or maybe they'll just come out in November with the game. But it is Samuraisaber. So, first of all, the character with this Bey looks a lot like Multi, and it's freaking awesome. Really dope, like her design already, and then we got another female blader coming in, like the female representation with Beyblade X, something we haven't quite seen with previous generations. I already love it so much because there's so many female bladers. It's what I wanted to see big time, and TT answering my prayers with it, because it's like female representation with Beyblade as well, you know what I mean? And even like older characters like Quinn, so sick seeing it, man. I love what they're doing. But Samuraisaber, it looks like this Bey. Looks like it's going to be an attack type. It also comes with a sword launcher. So they're bringing back the sword launcher, man, that we saw in like Beyblade Burst, coming in Beyblade X. So, you know, for being a Samuraisaber, you know, having the sword launcher, so freaking sick. Paying homage to Jaka or Xander. I love the small little subtle homage they're paying. People might not think so, but it's like, you know, especially how they've done things even with this show. You can tell they're paying a little bit of homage reference. Even with the stadium set with this, man. It's like the Rock Orso set. Savage Bear or Bearscratch. Rock Orso. Like that stadium set. Free spinning in the middle. Or like the electronic part in the middle. You know, like, come on. I love the homage they're paying to all previous gens with this. But this thing looks cool. It looks like it might be launched. It looks like it has like not Z Achilles, Cho-Z Achilles type blades with it. So maybe if you launch hard enough, the blades will pop out and they'll stay out. And it looks like it's like 2 parts of the layer. So how there's a free spinning part for Silverwolf on the bottom part, this Bey, Samuraisaber, having like being divided into 2 parts, still being 1 layer, but 2 parts, you know, so that it can put in the gimmick. But this one's gimmick being that if it's launched hard enough, the 2 blades sticking out. You know what I mean? So it's literally like the Cho-Z Achilles type of gimmick with this. You launch hard enough, the blades popping out, and then giving it a bit more attack. So yeah, I'm really excited, dude. It's looking good for the end of this year. And also, the big time thing, Season 2. I guess I'll drop it with this as well. Season 2 has been basically confirmed to be dropping, I think, October 18th, I believe. So, yeah. Joe, that's wild. That's literally one of my best friend's birthday. What the hell? Okay. But, yeah, so it's going to be dropping in October. Season 2 is, so they're even breaking the convention with it. Like, oh, hey, it's normally like March or April. Nah, man, not this time. We're getting the show in October. That's when officially dropping. So we're getting some of the new stuff for the season. Obviously with Silverwolf. We're going to be getting the Samuraisaber Bey. I wonder what they're going to do, like if Bearscratch is going to be an actual thing or if it's just going to be exclusive to the set. Who knows? I mean, Quinn had Nice Shinobi in the show, and it was like the Hasbro one, so who knows? Maybe there will be a Bear Bey, because there's a Samurai Bey coming out with this next season, you know. Steel Samurai. Maybe the backstory is she has Steel Samurai before she gets Samuraisaber. They could do the same thing with, like, Bearscratch. So, like, then they make another Bear Bey, you know, but then they show, like, Savage Bear as the first Bey. Who knows? But this is just a way for people to get, like, in Japan to get the Beys. You know what I mean? Like Knife Shinobi or Shinobi Knife. With the game, and also, like I said, Bearscratch or Savage Bear with the set. So yeah, just gotta think about it. It's fully international. Like Beyblade's fully international, so people in, you know, Japan and other countries wanting to get the Hasbro Beys, but then vice versa. Us over here, you know, in the West and such, wanting to get the TT Beys, some of those exclusives and such as well. You know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. Like, you see the full circle. Like, this is crazy. We're in a crazy time period right now for Beyblade. It's going to be wild in 2025. But, yeah. So, I guess, guys, that is going to do it for this epic news video. And I'm going to end it off with this. So, I have been thinking about doing something big, and I'll probably make a video on it itself for anybody who doesn't see this. I am personally thinking of trying to set up, like, kind of in my local community, I'm thinking about setting up a Beyblade X event or tournament. sometime in 2025. Preferably it'll be around the summer. Like that would probably be the earliest. That way I can have time to try and get everything together and such, because obviously it'll take time. I know I have to reach out to the WBO or anybody who's interested that's a part of the WBO that's watching the video. Feel free to reach out and such, but I'm thinking about trying to have a tournament held next summer in 2025. So if interested, definitely let me know in the comments. This is going to be all hands on deck. If you guys are truly interested in this, let me know. I will go and put in the work and such in order to get things rolling with it. But yeah. So with that being said, that's going to do it for this epic discussion video, man. But I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to slice that like button down below. Let me know how I did. If you're new to my channel, definitely be sure to subscribe for some epic content, because I upload daily. And if you haven't already, be sure to ring that bell by my channel name to be notified whenever I upload a video. So yeah, guys, till next time, it is your boy Kimbo signing off. See you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Till then, stay awesome and go shoot. Let it rip. I'm up out of here.